What's up, everybody? Yeah, welcome to the Deck the Halls holiday special. I am here with a holiday shuffle groove for my friend Rick Stojak in San Diego, California. That was a Christmas funky shuffle. Halftime funky shuffle.
Remind me to never play a shuffle in front of Rick, man.
I'm telling you, man. He's got that pocket down like nobody's business.
Good Lord, no kidding.
Everybody say hi to Bart Robley down in Fullerton, California.
Hello.
Hi, Bart Robley in Fullerton, California.
Actually, I'm in Ontario. I'm in Ontario now.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Ontario, Canada?
Ontario. Yeah, exactly. It's cold up here, man. No, Ontario, California.
All of a sudden, Bart's a big hockey fan. Hey, and there's Chip Ritter down in Tucson, Arizona.
Hello. Chip.
This is how festive it is in Ontario. I'm even drinking out of a festive water glass.
Wow. Hey, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays to you all. Happy holidays to our deck community. Thank you guys so much all for being supporters of ours and watchers of ours during the year. This is our day to give something back to you, to our community. I've been looking forward to this show for quite a long time. Last year, we had a Deck the Halls show where we decided to recommend our favorite products as gifts for drummers. And we're going to do that again this year, sort of version 2. We've got a whole bunch of new stuff. New products have come out this year. We'll have some old standbys that are favorites of ours that we're going to recommend. And we are going to be giving away a ton of free drum gear to all of you guys for nothing, just for showing up.
Yes, we are.
Well, I should say
a lot of stuff.
Not for nothing. You're going to have to answer some very, very hard trivia questions, like what's your social security number and your mother's maiden name, kind of stuff like that. Just kidding. But we will have some really simple questions just to make it fun. You guys, whoever answers the first will win the prize that we offer. You can chime in on Facebook or on YouTube. Be sure to put your name in the comment, because when we see the comments, the name often doesn't show up. So if you're going to say, oh, I know it was, Bart Robley on drums on that track, you can say, this is Joe Smith, and I think it was Bart Robley. And the only rule we're going to say is that you can only win one prize, because we've got so much stuff to give away. We're going to have a lot of people watching. We want to try to spread the wealth. So we'll tell you what it is we're going to offer before we offer it. We'll ask you a question. First person to answer gets to win. You've got to give us your email and your mailing address, but you can do that in private chat. So,
and your social security number and all that
social security number. Yeah. What's that?
Is our grand prize a date with Chip Ritter?
It is.
That's a
dream date with Chip Ritter.
Yeah.
Grand prize. Yeah.
Does that include fries?
It does. The deck is going to pay for one fillet of fish and a large order of fries. and that's it. You're on your own for that.
No, not even like a drink.
No. You just bring a bottle of water. Bring a bottle of water if you want something to drink.
Just to grease the wheels a little bit, kind of.
Sounds like an awesome date. It just
take the edge off,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've been looking forward to this. I hope you guys are having a good season. I know it feels like for me, Christmas and the holidays are just kind of coming on. I mean, like we don't even have. I'm Jewish, by the way, but we still have a Christmas tree in our house, and we don't have it up yet. So we're just going to put all the presents under the cat tower.
The cat tower. Fantastic.
Whatever works, man.
Yeah. Hey,
exactly.
Any port in a storm kind of thing. So, so let's see. I've got some of my favorite things that I want to talk about for a little bit, and then we'll. Oh, hey, somebody says Nancy Madero says I'm here on your YouTube channel. I can't figure out how to get your live feed on Facebook. You can still win stuff on YouTube. You just got to comment on there. Rick will be checking the YouTube comments, but you have to join the group on Facebook. So if you do that, we might be able to let you in while we're going here if somebody's paying attention to it.
I'm going to go back at Chip is, and I am. We're both kind of watching Facebook. So if you go to the Facebook, ask to be admitted into the Drummers Education Connection, one of us will see that and let you in.
Right. But you can watch on Facebook, and hello to everybody out there on Facebook and on YouTube. And thanks for joining us today, you guys. So just a quick recap. We're going to talk about our favorite drum gifts for drummers. All four of us are going to do a round or go back and forth, talk about some of our favorite things, recommend them. And we're going to give a ton of stuff away, and we're going to sort of intersperse that throughout the hour. We're here till at least noon Pacific time.
Don't use big vocabulary words like intersperse. It just confuses me.
4.
Thank you. Thank you. I go to 4 and I start over. It's that simple.
I've got 4 things I can say and 4 things I can recommend.
Oh,
all right. So
Yeah, I just want to say real quick, guys, I want to say hi to Joe Parisi, Kathy Smaller-Smith, Jeffrey Kelly, and Gilbert Garcia. Thanks for tuning in.
all
Good
right.
to see you guys.
Hey, Joe, what's up, man? Joe is one
what's
of my
happening,
students.
everybody?
Do us a
Kathy.
favor, everybody. If you're tuning in, just make a comment right now, just so we know you're here, just so we see who's hanging out.
Yeah.
I see Nancy is on YouTube.
All right. So I'm going to get started, and I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I really like. One of my favorite products, I know I mentioned these last year, but I have to mention them again because they've remained my favorite product. And I say that not just because I have an endorsement deal with them, but because I love these things to death. The Snare Weight. So you see what this is? It's a leather tab, right? And it's got a little clip on the end, and you can clip it onto the edge of your snare drum or your tom-tom,
That's
and
cool.
then it folds up. I should pull a drum out real quick. And so you can basically, it's like a tone tab, like an Aquarian tone tab or a moon gel type of product, but you can flip it on and off magnetically. And so it's like you have the option of putting it on or off just with a flip, and it doesn't get gummy. It doesn't get, slimy. It doesn't get dirty and fly off like some of those gel products do. And the other nice thing about it is because it's got these magnets, you can go halves. So like you can flip it up like that, and then you get 2/3 of a tab, or even 1/3 of a tab. So it's got like 3 different settings on it. They've got these small ones. These are called the M1s. And then they've got these larger ones for maybe like a floor tom. If you really want to deaden your snare up, this is called the M80. So,
wow.
And they come in, they have different colors, black, brown, and white. They also have some other cool products there on their website. But I'm going to let you know now that Snare Weight is one of our sponsors for today's show, and they're giving away packages of the M80 and the M1, one each. So 2 people can win a package of these, an M80 and an M1 in your choice of color.
Ooh.
And these things are awesome. I use them all the time. I recommend them to my students. Gilbert Garcia says those mutes are amazing. They are indeed. And they do, to me, it's like you get the adjustability, so you get just the right amount of dampening on the attack and the ring. So these things are awesome. So let's see who's got you guys got a good question to ask for somebody who wants to win one of these packages from Snare Weight? I have an idea.
Okay.
How about name first person, name 2 guests that we've had on the Drummers Education Connection in the past year.
There you go. That's easy.
That's
Come
easy.
on.
2 guests.
Easy
That's
for
so
me.
easy.
Yeah, that's easy. That's easy. I know that. Okay, while we're waiting for the answers to come in, do you want to give us some more there,
yeah,
Jeremy,
sure.
or do we want to move on?
Yeah.
And
No,
what
I got
somebody
a
else
bunch. I got a bunch. So here's another one of my favorite things. You guys may be familiar with this.
Oh, there you go. Okay, Kathy Smaller-Smith, Sharon Ransom, and
Tammy Mitchell-Wood.
Tommy Mitchell-Woods. There you go.
Yeah,
There you go.
Kathy
wins!
Smaller wins the Snare.
Woohoo, Kathy!
All right, congrats, Kathy. You're not going to be disappointed. Those things are awesome. So this is a lollipop. No, I'm just kidding. It is a bass drum beater. It comes in different flavors. No, it doesn't. It's just hard felt. And it's Vic Firth. This is a Vic kick beater. But the nice thing about this one that's unique is that you can turn it sideways. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's not perfectly spherical. It's actually kind of like a pancake. Like a flat. Cool. Yeah. So you got 2 different sounds. You can play with the kick, the beater face on like this, or you can play with it sideways, which gives you a sharper attack and a stronger punch on your kick drum. So these are not too expensive. I think they're like $20 or something. I'm actually going to post links to all the stuff I'm recommending today in the chat. So you guys, if you want to check them out, you can look for gifts for your friends or your drummer friends. Anyways, Vic kick beater.
That's nice.
Those are cool. One of my favorite products is this. You guys may be familiar with practice pads. Practice pads, every drummer has one. Every drummer needs one. And I've used every practice pad in creation, I swear to God. And I have 2 favorites. I'm going to talk about them both. One is made by ProLogix. This is called the Red Storm, and it's sort of their basic pad. This is a 10-inch or 12-inch. And the feel of it is just outstanding. Do a real quick demo here real quick. And the nice thing about it, too, it's got the hard gum rubber on the birch wood, but it's also got a rim. So you can practice your rim shots.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's really awesome.
Rim click if you like. anyways, those are great. And they also have one
Wow.
that's called the Russ Miller 3-in-1 pad, and it's basically that same pad, the red pad, but it's these inserts that you can put in on it. One of them is like a blue foam, kind of like a drum mute type of thing, and that changes the response to make you have to work harder. So it's like a dead pad. And then they have this plastic insert for practicing brushes, so your brushes can slide across the pad. That thing is the bomb.
Oh, wow. No kidding.
Really, really cool. It's called the Prologix, Prologix, Russ Miller 3-in-1 pad. And then, of course, I know we're all going to talk about this one because this is one of all of our favorites, the Aquarian Super Pad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Rick is a big endorser of these. As a matter of fact, if you haven't checked out Rick's video on YouTube demoing these products, it's a pretty killer video. You really get a good sense of what these are. And these are custom sized. Yeah, Bart's got one right there. And they fit right in your drum. They have this rubber gasket around the end, so they kind of fit snug into the drum, and they really mute the drum entirely, but you still get the sound of it at the same time. It's hard to explain. Hi, I'm Rick Bridger.
Rick is Mickey Mouse. Hello. I only have one ear, though. Hello.
Yeah.
Wait a second. What's that going on over there, Rick? What was that?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. There you go.
Yeah.
Anyways, those are my favorite pads. The
All
Pro
different sizes too. For
right. So you get them. Those ones you get custom for your drum kit, and they make them for the kick drum too. Those are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I got a kick drum one over there. I can go get it if I want.
Nice.
Cool.
Let's see. Here's another one of my favorites. Then this is a small one, a perfect stocking stuffer. This is a drum key, but it's not just a regular drum key. It's made by a company called Rhythm Tech. You may know them for their famous tambourines, right? And they make some other accessories. And this drum key has a built-in a torque measurement, torque wrench. And so it's got the dial on it here, and there's numbers on it, but the numbers are pretty much meaningless. And it's got this little bar that clicks over when you reach a certain amount of torque. So like you're tightening your drum key, your tension rod, and then at a certain point you reach a certain amount of tension, that bar flips over, and you can adjust this little thing that protrudes the ball bearing at the bottom to determine how much pressure, how much torque it takes for that little bar to flip over. So it's kind of like a arbitrary torque wrench setting. So you're tuning your drum, and you reach a certain amount of torque, and it flips over like, I've reached X. Then you do it, you tune your drum accordingly. It's not, perfect. It's not like a drum dial scientific kind of thing, but it gets you really close, and it's really nice on the gig, because when you're trying to tune your drum on the gig, God help you, when you're trying to do sound check and everyone else is playing, you really need total silence when you're really tuning your drums properly. But this gets you in the ballpark pretty quick without much trouble, and it's pretty great. It's about $20, and I highly recommend these. I keep one in every one of my stick bags, and I've used them all the time.
That would be great, like you said, on the gig, like in between songs while somebody's talking, and maybe your snare is detuned a little bit, and click. That's a great idea. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's clever.
That's awesome.
So I got a whole bunch more stuff, but I'm happy to pass off if you guys want to trade off. But I got to recommend this. This is a book called the Philly Joe Jones Solo Book.
Oh, come on.
And
come on.
Yeah, it's a guy, this guy named Jorg Eckel. I think he's Swedish or Norwegian. And he took the time out of the last 10 years of his life. He was a drummer who studied with the great John Riley, the jazz.
No way, really?
And he transcribed every single Philly Joe Jones drum solo he ever took on recording.
Oh, I got it.
My Lord. Wow.
By hand. So it's all handwritten.
Really?
Wow.
It's all handwritten, and it's got every single solo Philly Joe Jones has ever recorded. Now, I got to tell you guys, I have a student who's been working out of this book, and he's been studying jazz with me for, 3 years or so. And he's been working on his soloing, and he was having, going through the sort of normal progression of challenges with his soloing and creativity and phrasing, especially, right?
Yeah.
And he started working out of this book and just learning these Philly Joe solos during COVID. He didn't even take lessons with me for about a year during COVID. He got that book. He came back to me after a year and told me he'd been working out of that book. His soloing was completely transformed. It was amazing. I was like, oh my God, what have you been doing? And he said, I've been learning these Philly Joe solos. And I was like, well, that's done wonders for your timing, your phrasing, your creativity, your ideas, your expression around the kit. So this is such a great book. I've just started working on it with a couple other students. Highly recommend it. The Philly Joe.
How many pages is that? It looks real thick.
It's massive. It's like almost 400 pages.
Holy crap.
Wow,
man.
it's so huge. Wow.
Yeah,
I gotta get that. I've got to get that.
It's not cheap. It's about $60 or $70. And you can only get it at a certain couple of websites. I think I got mine at the Memphis Drum Shop because it's not available through your mainline distributors because it's just this guy who self-published it when he transcribed all those solos.
Oh, it says here on Facebook the winner's Bart Robley. I didn't know we were going to give it away, but hey, I lucked out. Wow. Cool.
Tell you what, Bart, since you mentioned that, let's give away that second Snare Weight package now.
Okay. You know what? Nancy commented on our two guests we've had. She said,
well,
Kelly
let's give a new prize question away.
Okay, new prize question.
Let's just one question per.
Just to make it fair. Yeah.
All right. Nancy, good job though. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching.
All right, here's a deep cut, you guys. You have to have been watching a little bit of the deck over the last year to know the answer to this one. What does Chip Ritter say we have been anointed with every week?
Every week he says it.
We've been anointed with this blank, which has enabled us to do all these things.
I'm ready to say it.
Don't say it, Chip. Don't say it. Don't say
Rick's the one that first said it, just to be.
It was.
Credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
That was early on. That was like one of the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, but then it's come back every week. Well, we've been anointed with this blank that has made our lives so much easier, but also not sometimes difficult.
Okay.
Somebody's got to know the answer to that.
Do we want, let's, so who wants to go next?
Yeah, we'll come back around. No, not pixie dust.
Not pixie dust.
Not pixie dust. Anointed with pixie dust.
No, but if anybody says that, if anybody has magic drumming pixie dust, I'll take a vial of that as well.
Oh,
please.
Hold on a second.
Hold on. What do we got?
I think that's David Betts. I can't tell who that is, who said posting stuff to the UK is really expensive. Yes, that's true. However, we do have a few prizes today that are going to be distributed worldwide. So don't give up on chiming in if you're from out of the country, because we got some. Oh, I should have said this at the beginning. We got stuff from Hudson Music. We got stuff from Kelly Shoe. We got stuff from Drumeo. We got stuff from Vic Firth. We got stuff from Snare Weight. From who else did I miss? Aquarian, Chip Ritter. The 4 of us are giving books away. So we got a whole bunch of stuff.
We got stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Since our friend Jeff Kelly's watching, I'm gonna jump in with what the heck is a Kelly shoe? Okay, everybody's if you're wondering, it looks like this.
No.
It smells awful. God,
Drum foot.
Spray those things before you
Oh man.
No, this is a Kelly shoe, and I've got
off.
What's that?
He just logged off.
Jeff, come on. Oh man, Jeff, come on. Okay, so I'm going to show a Kelly shoe that's mounted. Now I have, and I'm going to plug all my endorsements here. We've got my Gretsch Renown. This is my walnut kit. Now the Kelly shoe started out as a bass drum miking thing. We're going to have Jeff on in the new year, our second guest in the new year, so I won't give away the whole story. Started out as a bass drum miking thing, but I know a lot of drummers, myself included, that mount their shoes in all their drums. I don't mount them on my snare drums, obviously, but in my toms and my kick drums. This is, we can see it in there. This has an Audix D2 in it. That's the Kelly shoe. This is from the bottom side. And then the drum has, where is it? An XLR plug right there.
Oh, wow. So you have to drill into the drum.
My entire kit, every drum that I have is mic'd internally. And that's the Kelly shoe. So what the Kelly shoe does is, as you can see, it's a horseshoe shaped thing. And the microphone, in this case, once again, endorsed by Audix and Audix D2. And it's shock mount, so it moves inside the drum. They're really easy to install. It's probably one of the greatest things that I've ever had inside my drums for mounting a microphone. They come in 2 different styles. He has the composite and the pro. The composite, the one that you just saw right there, is kind of a graphite material, and the pro is a metal material. you know, you mount them inside the drum. And in this case, yes, the drums are drilled out and soldered into place with an XLR plug, and they're fantastic. What I've always enjoyed the sound of, you know, this, whenever you hear a microphone or a drum that's been mic'd internally, like some of the records from the 80s, the Van Halen records, the first few Van Halen records, the early Iron Maiden records, you know, in the metal genre, where they put the microphone inside the drum, you can hear the shell. Now, those drums were a little bit dead for my taste because there was no resin head, there was no bottom head. So you just kind of got the thud of the drum, but you could hear the shell of the drum. Now, with the resin head, the mic mounted inside, the drum's tuned well, you get the drum, you get the sound of the heads, and more importantly, I think that it gives you a natural gating system on the stage. So the sound man doesn't have to fight mic bleed, meaning that my tom mic will pick up less of the guitar amplifiers. It'll pick up less of the stuff going on the stage.
More isolation.
Very much so. And there's like 100% of the sound men that I get a chance to work with live, they love my drums. I always get the same comment, best sounding kid I've ever worked with, you know, and also it makes their life easier because at the end of the night, they don't have to put their mics away. They just unplug my drums. I pack up my drums. There's no mics to put away. Yeah. There are 2 overheads and a snare drum mic. My snare drum mic, it's not their version of a snare drum mic, but I use an Audix D2 for a snare drum mic.
Hey, Bart.
Yes.
Well, since you just talked about the Kelly shoe, and we knew the answer that Chip said, we have been anointed with technology, which we'll have to come back to.
Who knew that? Who knew that?
Nobody. I did. Why don't you? That's all right. We'll come up with
Jeffrey won the Kelly shoe.
Yeah, I won the Kelly shoe. Thanks, guys.
I won the Philly Joe book. You won the Kelly shoe. Awesome. We are winners. I don't care what anybody says about us. We got it going on.
Let's shift gears. Why don't you give away that Kelly shoe right now and ask a simple question that's people.
That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So here's what we got. Now, we have got some great stuff from Kelly shoe. And you know what? I should have Jeff, if you're still watching and you didn't tune out when I showed my shoe, like Chip said, I should have been using my Kelly shoe coffee cup. I'm sorry. Thank you for the coffee cup. I'm using my Christmas tree water glass. I'm going to give away the Kelly shoe flat shock mounted isolation system. And this is for a Shure Beta 91 and 91A. So we're going to give this away. I will personally be mailing this out to you. So look at that. Look at that. There it is.
Right on.
And you can see this one is for, again, mounts in the bottom of your microphone, or in the bottom of your bass drum. The microphone is mounted right there.
Jeffrey Kelly's laughing at you. He said, ha ha.
Awesome. Okay, so
really big shoe.
Really big shoe. Really big shoe.
What's the question, Bart? What's the question?
The question is this. Our friend down in San Diego, Rick Stojak, who is very fashionably dressed today, ready for a Christmas gig. What is the name of his book series?
I know. I know.
That was going to be one of my products I recommended.
I highly recommend. I highly recommend
Rick Stojak's book series, How to Blank a Blank.
How to blank a blank.
How to blank a blank. How to blank a blank. Now, while you're doing that, I'm going to show one other thing away because show one other thing. I showed my Audix microphone. Now I am going to show this. Okay, so I'm a big proponent of clamps. If you don't know what to get a drummer for Christmas, go to Amazon, go to your local drum shop, which I highly recommend, over Amazon, anybody, and buy clamps. Okay, these things, this is one of the first clamps I've ever had, a multi-clamp. I have these things everywhere, and I love them. When I go on fly gigs, when I go on gigs where I'm on an airplane and I don't know what I'm going to get when I get to the gig, I always have clamps because these things, they'll save your butt. They really will. Now, on that clamp, there's another type of clamp from Gibraltar. This is a clamp cymbal stand. Now, I take these with me and I use them for 3 different things. The first one is I use them as a cymbal stand clamp. Maybe I want to have a specific sound for a song, and I have a bell or I have a splash cymbal, and I'm not sure what I'm going to get on my back line. So I take that with me, and I'm able to put this onto the drum set, and I can put my cymbal of choice or my sound effect of choice. The other thing that I really like on the end of this right here, this is a little add-on that you can buy from Gibraltar that you can turn your cymbal stand into a microphone stand.
That's so great.
So what I have is on my snare drum stand, I have one of these that always stays on there. And then what I can do is just mount my microphone on there, which I do. And again, this is my mic that I use live, my Audix D2. And so that's out of the way. You don't have, mic stands all over the place. And it's,
because
so
most drummers have cymbal stands laying around. Right?
Oh yeah,
lots of cymbal stands, but then you don't have to buy the extra microphone stands. What a great little invention.
Yeah, I love this.
So cool.
And not having, you don't think about it a lot, but for me, it's something that's important. The drum set is kind of the centerpiece on stage. It's like, it's like on an old 1950s car, the cool hood ornament. That's what the drum set is to me on the stage, right? It has to have a certain look. And without a whole bunch of mic stands and clips and wires and cables going everywhere, this nice clean look, You just got a few cables running, they plug into the drums. I love that. And then last but not least, this thing right here, and I have it mounted to this drum set, so I'm not going to take it off, but I won't be able to mount it on here because this is set up for the microphone. But I have this same thing, and it stays in my suitcase. And it stays in my suitcase along with a practice pad that stays in my suitcase that mounts to the bottom of it. And when I'm sitting in the hotel room or sitting backstage, I clamp this to a leg on a table. I make sure I don't mess up the leg on the table. I got my practice pad. I can practice there in the room. And one of the things too, since we're talking about, different practice pads and stuff like that, I'm a big firm believer in a lot of different styles of practice pads for this reason. We all know what it's like to sit down at a drum set that's not your kit. You're playing a backline kit. And even though you tune up the kit the way you want it, it's just not 100%. It doesn't feel like your nice, comfy, cozy kit. Most of us have more than one snare drum. I have quite a few. They all feel a little different. So I'm a big proponent on practicing on a lot of different pads. So this is actually a prototype. It is a Aquarian, and I brought this one in on purpose. This is an Aquarian True Bounce, but it's on or a super pad that is mounted on a True Bounce Aquarian practice pad. Both of those have a completely different feel to them. Okay, a completely different feel. Then I've got this one. I've had this thing forever. Here's a Vic Firth practice pad. That has been on the road with me forever, staying in my bag. And then, it's covered in junk right now. I've got my gum rubber practice pad. This is my Gretsch practice pad that big 12-incher that
cool
stays. Logo. Yeah, cool logo, right?
That is so cool.
Hey,
so anyway,
So nobody's answered the question about Rick's book except Rick's student who's already won. So maybe let's ask a different question to win the Kelly shoe.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so
we're gonna make them simpler.
I'm gonna make it simple. Here's simpler. Okay, here comes Build the Drum Groove. Oh, Nancy, Facebook. Who answered it?
Nancy answered it.
Nancy already won.
Didn't Nancy answered it?
Yeah, she already won.
No, Nancy.
What's the name of it?
No, Kathy won.
Kathy won. Oh, so
Nancy wins. All right.
Nancy wins. Okay, Nancy
came in with the answer, and the answer is
how to build a drum group.
Yeah!
How to build a drum group. Yeah.
Nancy wins the Kelly shoe.
She said volume 1 and 3 available now.
1 through 3, and also and the Phil's book too.
Oh, the Phil's book, yeah.
Over 2,000
Oh,
films.
you're throwing books on the floor, Rick.
I got all of those.
Oh,
Those are great books.
flyer.
guys.
They're great books, man. They really
Oh,
are.
books
You
are
guys
flying.
are
Gift
giving me
idea
a
for
heart
a drummer
attack.
that you love. Think about getting that book.
Listen, if you're thinking about buying a book, that's a book to get your drum student or your drum friend.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
How to blank a blank. Yeah.
So
How to
and
blank
then
a
to
blank. I gotta
use
change the title. How to blank a blank.
How to blank a
Nancy
blank.
and Kathy win
All right.
today.
So hey, because we also didn't give away that second Snare Weight package. Let's have a real easy question for these. For the second winner of this, how about who was the drummer in the Beatles before Ringo Starr?
Oh, come on. That's a good
I
one.
think people would know that one.
I know it. I
Well, we
wanna
have
Snare Weight.
access to Google. Can I answer it?
Yeah, no
you-
Googling. No Googling. No Googling.
You can Google if you want to.
No, you can't. That's cheating.
That's all right.
Cheating. All right.
Snare Weight,
okay.
M80 and an M1. Choice of
M80.
color. Just name the drummer before Ringo Starr.
How long's the fuse?
Oh,
on
I
the
know.
M80?
I know.
Everybody knows that. Oh,
Pete Best. Someone said it.
Pete
Who
Best.
said it?
Who won? Who won?
Steven Gutierrez.
Oh, Steve Gutierrez. Oh, cool. Steve's one of my students.
But then we had
Awesome.
another correct answer from Phil Miller. And we're getting some other answers, but Steven was the first.
All right, whoever's first can win the prize, unfortunately. But remember, guys, you can only win one prize today because we're trying to spread the wealth out. So,
Yep.
all right, be sure
All right.
if you guys won, be sure to send us a private message with your email and your mailing address. We need both of those things to be able to send you your stuff or have the company send it to you. And we are grateful to our Snare Weight and to Kelly Shue so far for sponsoring our giveaws thus far.
Very nice.
And
All
Jeff
right.
Kelly is Jeff Kelly said congratulations. He was very happy for Nancy winning the Kelly flat.
That's really
Okay,
cool.
so who's going to go next? I got more
There
stuff.
was,
So who's
there
going
was a
next?
question from Kathy Smuller-Smith that she said, "Did any of you use the EAD 10 to mic your kit?" And I would say no, I don't. But
No.
does anybody else?
I use it. I
I'm
can tell you what
thinking
mics I use, but I don't use that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking
All right,
about
thank
it.
you
That's
for
the
watching,
Yamaha.
Kathy.
Yeah, that's the Yamaha contraption that sort of does like a
All right.
fan out mic of your whole kit. So it's like a trigger and a mic system.
And
All
isn't that a recording system too? I'm not real.
And
familiar with
records too. It kind of does everything.
it. I've heard that it's very hip. I have not used it, but no, I use again, since we're plugging our endorsers, I use Audix. I've got D2s in all my toms. I use a D2 on my snare drum. I use a D6 in my kick drum and a D4 on my big floor tom, and overheads and hi-hats, whatever the house has. I let them provide the mics on my.
Hey, you guys.
Yes.
We got. I know we have a lot more products to recommend. But we also have a lot of stuff we have still to give away. Do you want to give away something else right now?
Yeah,
Sure,
let's give something away.
Let's let Rick give something away and show off one of his things.
Yeah.
He's down in there.
All right.
He's in San Diego chomping at the bit. Harder
It's
than
rainy,
Chip
man.
chomping at the bit.
It's rainy and umbrella, man. It was inside out umbrella today.
Wow.
All right. So, all right. So this ties in with a giveaway because I
Okay.
know we have a Hudson digital giveaway.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And,
we have
this
3 Hudson digital giveaways.
3
Woo.
Hudson. Wow. Thank
3
you,
of
Rob Wallace, for doing that for us. And so everybody internationally is eligible for this giveaway.
Right.
But first, one of the products that I'm going to mention is the new
Oh.
book, Gadaments. If you guys haven't seen Gadaments, oh man, there's so many rudiments in here, but they're inverted, like over the bar line rudiments. So the digital giveaway is that how many digital books is it?
So here's the deal. We're going to give 3 separate giveaways to Hudson Music. Each one is a digital book of your choice from their catalog. And this is open to anyone worldwide.
All right, anyone worldwide. And why don't we just grab the first 3 answers?
The first 3 people who answer.
First 3
But
people.
you can't have already won.
But you can't have already won. Right.
Yeah. So the question is, who in this group has their own rudiment?
Oh, that's a hard one.
That's a hard one.
Maybe
You mean a rudiment named after them?
Yeah, and rudiment named after them.
Now this is we have to say this so that if anybody it's not an official.
No,
it's not on the essential 40. But
it's technically a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
It's technically a hybrid rudiment. Yeah.
It's a hybrid rudiment. It's a hybrid rudiment.
I mean,
okay.
That's
so anyway, so Gadaments. Talk to us a little bit about Gadaments while we're waiting for somebody to answer.
Well, it's got a great warm up. And then what I like about it is it's inverted too. So, start right hand and start left hand. Oh. So there's there's rolls starting with the left hand. They're just really, really, it's the best warm up ever. And I know this is digital and on paperback. Flam paradiddles displaced.
What do you mean displaced?
So, for what it's worth, I've been through this book once already. It's a really challenging book, and it's a really excellent book. It gets your hands. It gets you thinking about these rudiments in ways that you've never thought about them before, and you have to permutate them and flow from one permutation to the next. It's a really great what do you call it? Not brain teaser, but like mental challenge. Yeah, it's fantastic for your hands. Really, really cool book.
Fantastic. It's a good one to force you to slow down to get.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I love the. Sorry, Rick. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm just going to change this question to who is known for juggling drumsticks?
There's a good
That's
one.
the question.
There you go.
For the Hudson Digital.
I'm going to give you guys a hint. It's not me.
It's not.
Now you've got a 1 in 3 chance of winning.
And it's not Pete Best. Oh, somebody said too easy. Somebody says too easy.
No,
easy. Well, you guys aren't answering the questions. Come on.
Okay, well, let's come up with a new question. Chip Ritter. Yeah, well, Kathy already won, but she's the Chip Ritter. Yeah.
Kathy said Chip Ritter.
Yep. Chip Ritter's going to juggle his dog, a bowling ball, and a computer in a minute.
On fire.
On fire. Not the dog, though. We're not going to light that. We're just going to light the bowling ball on fire, which is not easy to do. Okay. So, Rick, what else you got, buddy?
Okay. I have so many students who are like, I want to be a pro drummer, and they don't know much about the music industry. And I recommend my buddy, my pal, my partner, my buddy, mentor Zorro's book, The Big Gig.
The Big Gig.
Yep.
Let's check that out.
And this along with Finding the Groove by Jeremy Steinkohler, which I don't have with me, are the two books I recommend to anybody who wants to get into music and are thinking about making a career out of this. Big picture thinking for success. Quincy Jones wrote the foreword, and this helps you really put it into perspective, all of the things that you need to know about being a professional musician, the business side, just how much passion is required. So this is a huge one. It's a great one. And then nothing connects us to our instrument like knowing the history of it. And so I want to recommend to people also Daniel Glass's Century Project. So this is a DVD.
Daniel Glass is the man.
Oh man, it's so interesting. What he does is he talks about the evolution of the drum set, which is an instrument that was evolved in America, basically through immigrants bringing in all of their instruments and compiling them into what we now call the drum set. At that point they called it the contraption, so it was known as traps. And so nothing really kind of tells the story of jazz. Nothing can really tell the story of America and the history of jazz like the drum set. So it's a fascinating DVD, and I think it really helps you to understand the different eras, especially the jazz eras. So
cool. Great. I would love to get that in my stocking. Just a hint, by the way. You guys, if my Deck brothers are thinking about sending me Christmas presents, that's
there you go. That's the
one. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
So we didn't have anybody answer your Chip Ritter question. Oh, actually, Kathy did, but she already won something.
She said she wanted a trade. Can she trade for her present?
let's check in at the end of the show and see.
Yeah, we'll check in
All
at
right,
the end of
Kathy,
the
let
show.
us know. DM us.
All right.
Well, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, and I'm gonna go out here on a limb, and I'm gonna say anybody. Let's give something else away. What do you want to give away, Rick? I was going to throw something out there.
Well,
I'm just going to be.
We're giving away those. We're giving away the Hudson. We're giving away the Hudson digital books, but we just need to come up with a question that people can answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I throw a question out there?
Yeah, throw a question out.
Okay. Who is the most famous drummer to call in, to make a phone call during a DEC episode? Who is the most famous drummer that called in and interrupted the show, rudely interrupted the show during during an episode? Who was it? Who called in?
We'll give you a hint.
Who called in to DEC?
We'll give you a hint.
Oh, Ringo Starr.
Somebody got it.
Yeah,
Somebody got it.
Who won?
Liz Bergman.
All right.
Yes!
Liz, there you go.
All
Oh,
right.
actually, she said Ringo
yes.
Starr. No, I'm sorry. That's not Rings. It's Ringo.
Ringo. Wait, hold on.
Animal.
And you know what? And the S is pretty far from the O on the keyboard.
Joe
Yeah.
We'll
Parisi
call it
said
good.
animal.
I think that's
Animal.
a typo, Liz.
Yeah.
That's just a typo.
That wasn't a typo.
All right,
Cool,
so
so Liz
animal.
gets the
Animal.
Gadamits.
I'll tell you what. So
Who
that's
gets the digital.
Liz gets the digital book. We got 2 more digital Hudson books of your choice. They've got a massive catalog. They've got over 1,000 books digitally on their website now, including my book,
Finding the Groove.
Another one of my products I was going to recommend. They've got a couple of biographies on there. Now, this one's a Jeff Porcaro biography. It's called "It's About Time." It's a hardcover book. They've got a biography from Liberty DeVito. And that's on top of all the amazing instructional books on every topic on drumming under the sun. So this is like an awesome thing. It's like some of these books are like $40. So let's just come up with another simple question. Let's see. You guys
typo and thank you, she says.
Simple question. Who was the drummer from Led Zeppelin? Come on, people. I mean, if you're watching this show, that's like
a softball.
Yeah, I'm just trying to give it away here.
People must be at work right now.
Giving it away.
Yeah.
The first person to say the name of the drummer from Led Zeppelin, an extra credit if you get his nickname, wins a free digital me. Who's me?
Me.
Not unless he's back from the dead.
Yeah.
Gets a free digital book of their choice from Hudson Music. Who wouldn't want that? I want that.
Who would want that? Who would
I want that.
And if you don't know who the drummer from Led Zeppelin is and his nickname, that's horrible. That just listen. You hear that? My heart right there. It broke. I'm holding out.
Oh, I see. People are holding out. They want the big prize.
Come on.
We may not get to the big
They
prizes.
want the dream date with Chip Ritter. That's what they want.
They want.
Christmas prize. They want the prize.
People think we're joking. Christmas Eve night, they're going to be sitting there listening to, night before Christmas, they're going to get a knock on their door, and there's Ritter standing there. Let's go. It's going to be great. I hope he shows up at my door. I want to win the dream date with Chip. Okay.
All right.
So Chip, you haven't said any of your pride. You haven't said anything yet. What do you?
I've been watching. I've been enjoying the show, man. This is entertaining to me, man. I've been doing it. Do you want me to give a prize away, or do you want me to?
Give us one of your things. Like what if that you think would be a great gift for a drummer?
I think a great gift for a drummer would be The Drummer's Guide to Juggling by Chip Ritter. It's a downloadable video. It's fun. It's a great trick. It's a great gift to give. Also, anybody that is interested in maybe a custom signature model from Chip Ritter for Magner drumsticks, that's a good gift. I think also, I don't have one with me, but if you're thinking about a good gift to give a drummer and you don't have a good idea, it's always a safe bet to give an iTunes gift card or a Google Play gift card to them, because who doesn't want to go get some new music and listen to it? I think that's a good one. And then also the recommended go-to snare drum head, the Focus X from Aquarian. I think that's a great snare drum head. That's a great gift to give a drummer. And yeah, those are my gift ideas right there. That's what I think is the best right there.
Look at that. There you go. Focus
I love
X.
it.
Yeah, man, the Focus X. It's a great drum head. Brings out the best in your snare.
So do we want to try to give away? This is a big one. We're approaching the 12 o'clock hour. So one of the prizes is a full set of heads for your drums, right? Aquarian's going to give a full set of batter heads for your drums. So we'll put you in touch with Chris.
A full
Chris
set
Brady,
of batter heads.
and you get a full set of batter heads, and of your choice and your sizes and everything like that, and they'll ship them to you.
But a two-piece kit only. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. as long as your drum set consists of a 6-inch tom-tom, you're good. Let's so what do we let's give away the set of drum heads now. So we need a question. Let's get and it's got to be a little bit harder question, I think.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a full set of heads. That's a good prize.
And here's the best thing is you get to choose which Aquarian heads you want. Right? For your kit.
Yeah, you get to choose whatever you want.
You get to pick what you want. Wow.
That's unbelievable. That's how much value is that? Like a couple $100, right?
Well, that's probably a couple $100, man, especially depending on what heads you choose, you know.
Right. If you want the gold flake.
Okay.
Flake.
Somebody
Nancy said John Bonzo Bonham.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Nancy, you can take. She's not set up for the mic, so I'm fine giving Nancy the digital book from Hudson.
All right, go ahead, Nancy.
Oh, she's not set up with my. Okay, well, okay, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Why don't we do this? Let's give away a grand prize of the heads and the Kelly shoe. Since we're going to trade them because she doesn't have that mic.
There you go.
Nice. So that's a big prize. So we got to have a harder question here. A minute ago, when you were talking about the Gadaments book, you talked about a particular rudiment, Rick, and it was you said a flam paradiddle.
Right.
Okay. So there we go. What is the sticking to a flam paradiddle? So I say, give us the sticking to the paradiddle, but how does the flam work in there? Explain that to us. So what is the sticking on a flam paradiddle? How's that go?
Somebody's going to get that.
So what did you say? Nobody?
No, somebody's going to get that.
Somebody's got to get that. So, and that's for, dude, this is for a set of heads for your kit.
What is the sticking for a flam paradiddle?
Flam paradiddle.
That's low-hanging fruit.
You think?
I think.
Okay, well, I haven't done.
We're waiting for the question.
We're waiting for the answer. Everybody sit in silence and stare at your computers.
Heads and a Kelly shoe.
Okay, so while we're waiting for that, so Rick, give us another one of your prizes.
All right. Well, I'm excited about this. This is more of a higher end thing.
Okay.
But I just got this. I was away last week in Florida with seeing my mom, but this finally came in. And this is the Tascam Porta Studio.
Whoa. Holy calzones. Look at that.
Just took it out of the box. And this is a recording system.
Wow. So
if you're not the ultimate technical savvy type of person and you want to start recording, this is a $500 item. But you don't need to use a computer. You don't need to learn software. You just basically plug your mics in and mix it, and you're ready to record.
Wow.
Okay, we just got a winner. Chip, who is it?
Who got a winner?
Is it? I don't know if it's a winner. I'm not sure if I know the sticking. Joe Parisi said RLR Flam.
No.
LRL Flam.
That's not correct.
That is not correct.
Sorry.
That's not correct. So Nancy Madero said left stick low to the head with the right stick high and strike the head together for the flam.
But you got to we're just looking for the sticking, right?
Right, we're looking for the sticking for the flam paradiddle. All right, so the flam paradiddle, but you can't see my hands here, so there's one flam paradiddle. Oh, what do we got? Hold on.
I bet that's Joe. That said I'm leaving.
We're gonna have to do a rudiment episode.
No, that's Joe. Right. He's got right, left flam, left, right flam. No,
that's not correct.
No, not correct. Okay, back to that. So, What do we got?
Right flam LRR.
Hold on. Let me see. Now, hold on.
Who said that? Right flam, left, right, right.
Phil Miller.
Flam, left, right.
Ah, somebody got it.
There at the bottom, someone's got it now for sure.
At 11:51.
Yeah, who's that? Chip.
Philippe LRL. Wait, it's LRL.
So, okay. So they got right flam, left, right, right.
Yeah.
I put it in our private chat.
That's half of it. That's half of it. That's half of it.
So somebody's got it there at the bottom. You guys got to put your name in when you make a comment because we can't see who it is that's making comments.
I'm on Facebook.
There it is again.
Phil Miller.
Phil Miller.
Yeah. Right. Come on. Right, left, right, right, left. Oh, yes, Phil. Yeah, actually it's Phil, not Phil Miller. It's Phil. Wait, I moved now. Sorry, Phil Drago. He's got
Felipe
right,
Drago?
left, right. He's got right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, and then he's got the lowercase L before the right, left, right, right, and the lowercase R before left, right, left, left. Right. So,
It's Felipe.
correct.
He's in England.
Phil went. So right, left,
Oh,
right,
no,
right, left, right.
We can't ship the heads out of country.
Oh,
Sorry.
Sorry, Felipe, but let's give Felipe the digital book.
Yeah.
okay.
You
Felipe,
won the
you get a
book.
digital book. You know, sorry about that, but you know what? I should have said that before. We're not Yeah, Chris didn't want to ship the heads out of the country.
But let's send Felipe the
Hudson digital book. You got it.
Let's give him a Hudson digital book.
Perfect. Hey, I want to do a shout out to Felipe, guys. He's got his it's basically a show just like ours out of England. Drum Education Live. Felipe, everybody just check out that show. It's a great show, and we hope to have Felipe and his sidekick Kira on the show.
Oh yeah, we'd love to have you guys on.
Guests.
Yeah, we can have them on soon.
And hopefully he's now that we saw we can't ship the heads out of the country. Hopefully he doesn't have like a deck dartboard and he's throwing darts at our pitcher.
right.
Sorry, Felipe, but you got a book. You got a Hudson book.
Felipe's the coolest.
That's
all right. Good. So who won?
Who's
the next one on the list?
Nobody's won the heads.
Well, we need a new rudiment. We need a new rudiment.
No. Somebody got it, you guys. There's another one. There's two of them in a row.
Oh, there's somebody else in?
You guys, you got to put your names in the comments so we know who you are.
Hold on, I'm trying to find Chip. You're on it, dude.
I put the comments in there. I put the comment in there. I think Peter Retzcliffe got it.
Oh, right on.
Where are we at? Where's Peter at?
I just put it in there. That's what he put. Lowercase L, capital R, lowercase L, R, lowercase R, capital L, lowercase R,
right.
L.
Peter's a winner. Congrats,
Peter.
Peter.
Okay. Well, guys, I'm looking forward to being on a guest.
All right.
Kelly's okay. Jeff Kelly is leaving the show. He said that he enjoyed the show. He's looking forward to be on it. He has an appointment to run to. Tell Kathleen that we said hello and Merry Christmas, Jeff. Thank you so much. Peter said, give someone else the heads. I have enough.
Okay.
So
wow.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Wow. All right, let's come up with a new question. It's gone on too long with this.
It has. Enough of the shenanigans.
The winner of whoever gets this question right is going to get a set of Aquarian batter heads of their choices and a Kelly shoe mic mount. And the question,
and if you don't have the microphone for the Kelly shoe, go buy one. You're getting the shoe.
That's pretty cool.
And let's give it out, even if you won already. Let's just give it out.
Yeah.
So everybody watching is
really
eligible.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody's eligible.
There it is. So it's got to be a good question then.
It does. So, who are you coming up with it, Jeremy?
I'm thinking.
I got a good question.
Go for it, Chip.
All right, Chip.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's got to be a tough one.
Who invented the hi-hat?
Oh man, no one's gonna get that.
I don't even know that.
I don't know that.
If you have Google, you can get it.
No.
How about who invented the bass drum pedal? That's maybe more well known.
All right, let's go for the grand prize.
Okay, who invented the bass drum pedal? No Googling.
No, you can Google.
I don't know why that would be easier than the hi-hat.
Because the hi-hat, my understanding is that whoever invented the hi-hat, when it went from the sock symbol on the floor up on the pole, it was like it happened at various times, sort of concurrently, and there wasn't one person who had actually invented it. But I could be wrong about that.
I don't
Somebody
know.
said, somebody got it. Somebody got it.
Who got it? Who said
Who got
that?
it? Somebody said Jim Royal.
Jim Royal wins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill Ludwig, William Ludwig,
Yes,
yes,
William Ludwig is
yes,
correct.
yes. Joe Parisi also
Parisi
said
got it
Ludwig.
too.
Okay, so Jim Royal wins a set of Aquarian heads of his choice. We'll get you in touch with Chris Brady, and he'll ship that to Jim Royal Drum Studios, and I will mail you the Kelly Isolation flat right there. And Jim, if you don't have the microphone, go buy the microphone.
Congratulations, Jim.
Way to go. Way to go, Jim. Okay, so we got a couple more things to give away, right?
Yeah, we do. We've got some Vic Firth bricks of sticks.
Whoa.
So we're giving away 2 Vic Firth bricks of 5A drumsticks. That's 12 pair per brick. To 2 different people, we're going to win a brick of 5A Vic Firth drumsticks. Thank you, Vic.
And can that go anywhere in the world?
No, that has to be continental U.S. only, unfortunately.
Okay. So let's come up with a question for a brick of sticks.
Who invented the hi-hat?
Chip is married to that, man.
Oh my God. Oh man, he's kidding. He's kidding. Let's see.
Okay. We're drummers. Okay, who produced AC/DC's Back in Black?
I don't know that.
I don't know that either.
Okay, fine.
Um,
Who produced all the Led Zeppelin records?
You'd have to tell me that for me to remember.
Man, that's tough.
Okay, I'm going to put it in private chat.
Oh, really?
Yep.
No way.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Look at that.
Yeah.
How would you know that? That's fascinating.
Oh, somebody got it.
Somebody got it.
Who was it?
Who
Joe
said
Parisi
Jim?
said Jimmy.
Oh, somebody even
Jimmy.
got the Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, Joe.
All right, Joe.
Okay.
Congrats. Joe's a
Hey,
student. of mine.
and Peter. Peter got the AC/DC one, dude. Come on, Mutt Lang.
Oh,
Very good.
well, hey, let's give them both. Oh no, Peter
Okay.
already won. Peter already won.
Yep. So okay. Oh, Peter already won.
Yeah, he won. Oh wait,
Kelly's
Peter.
doing the heads, but he gave them away.
Oh
gave him one.
well, Peter probably gets as many. Well, Peter, let us know if you want those sticks, but I'm guessing you get as many sticks as you need too. Peter Retzlaff was our guest a couple weeks ago. He's a phenomenal drummer in New York City.
He's a rock star.
Yes. Yeah,
Peter.
man. Yeah. Let's get. Yeah.
Man, that guy can play.
Oh, somebody got the hot. Is it Barney Wahlberg developed the hi-hat? Is that true?
Yes.
1926. Really?
Who said
Who
that?
got that? They win.
Nancy did. Nancy Medeiros.
All right. So
Okay.
I say we give the sticks to Joe and to Nancy.
There it is.
Perfect.
That's
Joe and
beautiful.
Nancy.
Woo,
There you
a
go.
brick of sticks. Now, what kind of sticks? What size?
They're 5As.
Vic Firth 5A.
Vic Firth 5As.
Wow.
And they're going to throw in a bunch of Vic Firth promotional stuff, like some pins and lanyards and stuff like that.
Cool.
Thank you, Vic Firth.
Is
Now, by
that
the way, I wanted one of my items I wanted to plug is the new Mike Johnson NE1 stick.
The NE1.
Oh.
NE1. This is a great stick. It reminds me of actually a Zorro stick with a little longer taper. And man, the song, it's just so balanced. And it's got a like a little barrel tip. And oh man, this is such a great, fantastic.
Is it
stick.
like a
So
5A? What about?
Yeah,
about
it's-
what size?
I'd say it's a modified 5A with a little
How long
longer
is the
taper.
sticks? Kathy wants to know. How long?
How long are they?
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't remember the exact. They're standard.
Yeah, probably like 17 or so.
Yeah.
Hey, Bart.
Yes.
Hey, Bart, I know that there's at least, we have some more stuff. I know there's at least one thing we have to give away today before we finish. And that's a package from Drumeo. You want to tell us
Yes,
about
as
that?
a matter of fact, and I'm going to
Here
tell you,
comes
I'm
the
glad you said
Drumeo
that.
giveaway.
So here's what Drumeo has given us, and Drumeo, this is I don't want to say this is a grand prize, but we did kind of save something super cool for last. We are so incredibly thankful for the people at Drumeo and what they, just coming. I don't want to say they're on board as a sponsor or anything like that. They want to, because they're not. They just have graciously given us some stuff to give away. Drumeo is one of the largest It is the largest drumming online platform for lessons. They're amazing. So they've given us a prize package of a 30-day free membership. This beautiful Drumeo Practice Pad. I was talking about practice pads earlier. Now this is a great pad. It's a dual-sided pad. There's this side and this side. Okay, this side right here is kind of a gum rubber pad. Really very, very, very nice. Very nice feel. Very much like my Gretsch one over here. And then this one is a sponge rubber pad. Right? Just great stuff. Fantastic stuff. A Drumeo water bottle and a pair of Drumeo sticks. Now these ones, Drumeo will be shipping it to you. Drumeo gave me these to show on the show. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be hosting a master class, an online master class here pretty soon. And I'll be giving away this stuff for free. And I wanted to make sure that I said that to Sharon Ransom, who set this all up. I said, if you would send me that stuff to show during the show, that I'd make sure that another person won this. So I'm not going to just be hoarding this stuff here in the cave. This will be going to another winner. So that is what we're going to give away. So we need a good question for this.
Is everybody eligible?
Yeah, let's make everybody eligible for this, because I think that this is kind of a cool thing, and it's a Christmas spirit. And Drumeo, all of our viewers and listeners to the podcast and everything are just awesome. And the Drummers Education Connections turned into such a cool thing because of everybody that watches. So yeah. So to everybody who's watching right now, you're eligible to win this. So I'm gonna put our friend Jeremy in the hot seat for the question, and only just because I don't want Chip to say who invented the hi-hat, even though we already know the answer.
Barney Wahlberg.
We did, and I know, and I think that's amazing. I would have said Barney Rubble. Jeremy, give us a question for the Drumeo. Actually, anybody, give us a question for the Drumeo prize package. Be very quiet. Be very quiet. Okay, so we already have. I have. What's that?
I can see it. Here it comes.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Jeremy's thinking. The pressure's on. He has smoke coming out of his ears. I asked this question once before. Very good. Any drummer too. Let's come up with a record. Who played drums on? Name the record.
I've got a question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sabian. What does the name mean? Where did the name come from?
That's a hard one. I don't know that.
Wow, that's a tough one.
All right. Well, I'm going to go try to find out while we're waiting.
Okay, I've got a little bit. I got one that's also I'm going to throw out there.
All right.
Okay, and this is a who played drums on? Ooh.
Wait. Somebody just wrote kid's name. Somebody got the answer on the Sabian.
Peter Retzlaff.
Peter Ratcliffe said kid's name.
Retzlaff.
Yep.
Sorry. Kid's name.
Jim Royal said Sally, Andy, Bobby, his kids.
Oh,
that's it.
There you go.
Peter Ratcliffe or Jim Royal? Which one do you think?
Well, I tell you what. I'm gonna in the spirit of Christmas. Both of them win because Drumeo gave us 5 of those to give away.
Yeah.
So we just give away 2 of them.
Yeah.
So we just gave away 2 of them, and
Somebody
we got 3 more to do.
Somebody
to
said
give away
to give it to somebody else.
What's that?
One of them said to give it to someone else.
Peter said to give it to somebody else. I'm trying to keep up with him, guys.
Okay.
Right,
So
well, Jim got it then.
How about to our friend David Betts?
No, he's
How about
David Betts is international.
I know, but that's
okay.
okay. Drumeo said they would ship it international.
Gotcha. There you
All
go.
right.
Okay. Okay, so
David
David Best. Now, who's going to win the dream date with Chip Ritter?
I don't know. That's probably not a prize we should give away, you guys.
Oh, come on, man. This has been a fantastic show, everybody. Thank you so much for watching and putting up with us being a bunch of drum nerds and everything like this. This has been a heck of a year. This has been a heck of a year.
Yeah.
And usually the person that signs us in signs us out. So I'm going to leave that to Jeremy, but I do want to say thank you to everybody that has been, watching our little dog and pony show every week and coming on and putting your 2 cents in and making the deck happen. Please make sure that you share the Drummers Education Connection information with your drummer friends or with your drum students. Have a really, really, really good Christmas, everybody, and a good holiday season. And to everybody, all the working drummers out there that have holiday gigs coming up, go out and play your hearts out and have fun and just have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Christmas time.
Yeah, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We are just grateful for all of you. You mean the world to us.
Yeah,
Thanks for tuning in. Thank you to all these manufacturers for supporting us.
Most definitely.
And we're just ramping up, folks. We're just about a year and a half into this, and I think we're just kind of getting started. So let us know who, if there's any guests that you think should be on or any topics that you'd like us to discuss. So we're happy to answer the questions, and thank you to you 3 guys. I'm so grateful to you 3, and happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
And I'll just say in signing off, echoing everything these guys just said, thank you to our sponsors for your generous donations of all these terrific gifts we gave away today. Thank you all for being a part of our broadcast for the last year and a half. It's been super fun for us, very enriching and rewarding. I know it's made me a better drummer and a better teacher, and I love hanging out with you guys every week and interacting with our community. So thanks, you guys. Happy to give some stuff back to you. Remember, if you won something today, send your contact info, your email, and your mailing address. We need that in order to get you guys your stuff. So hopefully you've got one of our emails. If not, you can send it to us on Facebook, private message us, one of us, or on the Drummers. Just post it here for everybody with your social security number. That's fine too.
The mother's maiden name.
Right, and mother's maiden name. Right.
Or you went to elementary school.
And the name of your first pet, right?
Yeah, or you went to elementary school.
Ringo.
Ringo. Gotta go. Ringo's calling. Still the best moment.
We are going to take next week off for a holiday break, and then we're going to be back on the 28th with a year in review, kind of a recap show of talking about all the different guests we've had on the show over the last year, some of the takeaways, top level takeaways we've had from different interviews and different roundtable discussions. That's something I'm really looking forward to. I know I always enjoy sort of like taking stock of, what did I get out of this year? What did I get out of this, the Drummers Education Connection this year? So that'll be really cool. Looking forward to that. Thanks you guys a million times for coming on and hanging out with us and enjoying our company, and we enjoy your company. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays,
do my best.
Thank you.
Take us out.
Go practice.
Go practice. Go, Rick. Go. Yeah. Man, what a shuffle. You got a pocket, brother. You got a pocket.
Peace out.